Pretty sure there's a contrast there somewhere, isn't there? I mean, in 2017, when that exit poll came in CCHQ, there were hundreds of people standing watching that result come in. The tension was absolutely on a knife edge. And when the result came in, total silence. No one moved, no one said anything. It was a good 3 or 4 minutes before any noise could be heard. And the only noise that could be heard that night, initially in CCHQ, was the sound of somebody retching quite violently in the back of the hall. I'm afraid it wasn't me. I managed to keep it together enough. I mean, but where we are tonight, it's pandemonium over there, as I understand it. I mean, it is, to coin a phrase, absolute scenes in CCHQ with those numbers, and you can understand why, because it is. Well, it's the hub after all. It is a landslide. I mean, we're going to see, if these numbers are right, we are going to see people picking up seats all over the country in places that even the Conservative Party, in their wildest dreams, could not have expected to gain at the start of this election campaign. Let me bring in LBC's election analyst, Gareth Knight. Welcome to the hub, Gareth. Tell us what you make of that election, of that exit poll, first of all, and what it means in terms of the red wall and those seats we need to watch out for.
It's absolutely extraordinary. And people will focus on the Conservatives being projected to have an 86-seat majority. But you look behind the figures, and it's even more extraordinary. The SNP making significant gains, presumably, well, they've got to make gains against the Conservatives. So that means the Conservatives are gaining seats that no one has predicted them to gain. So look out for seats like Blythe Valley, Wansbeck, Hull East, Hull West and Hessel, seats that no one would consider to be normal Conservative targets, even long shots.
These are places where, and lots of callers have said this on the programme throughout the course of the general election campaign, where they've been Labour from generation to generation, and this time something has changed. They've clearly switched. If this exit poll is right, and the Conservatives are going to pick up seats where, as you say previously, they had no chance.
Yeah, what's going to be fascinating by the end of the night to see where the Labour vote is left. You suspect it will be left around London. They've got to get some seats from somewhere, so you're probably looking at some areas of South Wales where it's extremely big majorities for Labour, sort of 20,000 plus. Obviously around some of the cities, Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle. But we could even see, normally on the first result that comes through is from Sunderland or Newcastle. Normally these results come through and they're massive Labour majorities. We don't really read much into them. There's a realistic chance the Conservatives could actually be threatening in places like Sunderland. And these are places where they only have a small handful of councillors. They've worked the area very well. But this has all come about in the last couple of months.
In 2017, when the exit poll came out, those first results in the North East, there was a slight feeling that maybe the exit poll was going to be wrong because the swing wasn't large enough, or the swing was greater for the Conservative Party than had previously been thought. As you say, we could be seeing a huge swing across parts of the country that would never have expected that to happen. Gareth, I'm really grateful. You'll be back in the hub shortly, I would have thought. LBC's election analyst, Gareth Knight. We're talking about what the reaction in CCHQ. I've seen some pictures of those Corbyn supporters and their reaction to that exit poll. I have to say, I feel for them.